But let's move on to Carmelo Anthony, and he had Jason Tatum on his show, and they had real good conversations. Toward the end of it, if you watch the episode, it's probably over an hour long, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. That's Carmelo Anthony show, right? If you go toward the end and you go to that segment where they call it "fuck out of here" or "fucking with it," whatever. He asked Tatum a series of questions. I thought it was funny because the first one was based on Carmelo Anthony beating his son 1-on-1, and I think the second one was I want to say Paul George asked was it Paul George? It was somebody who asked Cayenne, his son, if him and his dad, if him and Melo could beat LeBron and Bronny. And humbly, because this is the crazy thing about it. Melo is a one-on-one ISO type player. He has the type of game to go one-on-one, right? He has the type of game who can score with one dribble, two dribbles, or zero dribbles. Back to the basket game is great. He can post you up, you know what I mean? So he has that type of game. Kion has that one-on-one game too. He got some sauce, man. That kid is good. He about 6'7" as well. Shooting is pristine, right? Mid-range. He has that one-on-one game. So the real easy answer in this conversation, 2-on-2, Melo and Cayenne against Bronny and Bron, is Melo and Cayenne. They'll win. But Cayenne, being such a humble killer, and a friend of the family of LeBron and his kids, I don't want to cause no smoke, but I don't need to. Y'all asked me that messy question, and y'all thought y'all gonna get some content out of it by me saying we'll smoke them, and that was gonna be a whole storm of LeBron James media. Nick Wright, Chris Broussard, Shannon Sharp, they would have had a field day with that. But he took the high road and said, he said Melo, and he said Melo's retired. I'm not in the NBA, and LeBron is still playing in the NBA, and Bronny just got drafted. So he said, yeah, they will win. That's what he said. He said the score might be 11-8. Right. So that was the second question he asked, and Melo laughed it off and was like, man, obviously, man, come on, man. But the third question was what I really wanted to talk about. And they asked Tatum about playing ones with the Olympic team. All right, just listen.
I mean, fucking with it the fuck out of here. This year's Team USA playing ones to determine who's him. Brackets. You know what I'm saying? Tournament. Would that shit would it get nasty? Or would
For
it
sure. No, it would. Because when you go to Team USA, like, you damn near like sizing everybody up when you walk in. Like, no, it's cool to be out here. We all cool. But when practice starts, you seeing how niggas warm up and what they do post-practice, and you stand next to somebody, like, everybody's still competitive, and you still like trying to see what everybody, what they doing. So it definitely it would get like that for sure.
If coach come in and he's just like, you know how to do the football drill, the ring of fire, where they just call out two names and they got to go at it like head to head. Coach comes in, he's just like, JT, Bron, the 10, let's go. You shoot for ball. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bron ain't playing.
Bro, yo, fuck out of here.
What?
It'll
be JT, Ant, KD,
KD Book.
Stafford jumping there a little bit.
Kawhi play? I think you would.
Kawhi, you know why Kawhi play? Because the game would be different. Like the rules would be different. It'll be two dribbles, one dribble. Right, so Kawhi is in those situations. And he know what to do in the 1-2 dribble situations. So it'll be a small group of guys, not everybody.
Who's sitting out?
I just told you.
Is Embiid getting in there? Try to.
Nah, niggas ain't playing. Embiid, you can't get in here. You, Bam, none of y'all can get in.
That needs to go watch.
Go down there with a coach, man.
Go box out. Yo, JT, man.
All right, so that's funny. Playing ones, They roll the ball out there, y'all. I mean, playing knockout or whatever you want to call it, right? And you see people doing. I think it's done reached the playground now, but you see them doing it in the league or at the Rico Hines at those Rico Hines runs. You know, they give you a certain amount of seconds. You hear somebody counting it down, 8, 7, 6, because they want you to be able to work on your individual game, your bag, your ISO game, your one-on-one game, and do it efficiently. And I'm not talking about efficiency as far as field goal percentage, because for some reason, NBA media and the NBA community and fans, for some reason, think efficiency in basketball is only your field goal percentage. And I hate that conversation when you're talking about who's better than somebody, but like, well, he's way more efficient. Why he's efficient? Why? Because he got 50% field goal percentage and the other guy got 48, so he's more efficient. But they don't look at how you measure efficiency as far as time, as far as wasted action, as far as wasted movement and all that stuff, right? So so if it takes you 18 seconds from the shot clock and 13 dribbles to get a layup, but you get a higher percentage, that's better than someone who can get it with 2 dribbles in the pull up. All I need is 4 seconds and 2 dribbles, and I can get a high percentage shot because I worked on my mid range so much. I don't need to get it to the rim all the way. I don't need a screen to get a mismatch. I can score on whoever. I'm an equal opportunity scorer. Whosoever will can get it. Right. So efficiency, let's break that stigma and stop calling efficiency the same thing as field goal percentage, because we got a name for field goal percentage. It's called field goal percentage. Let's stop using it simultaneously with efficiency. It's not the same thing, right? So, but back to what I was saying, that's not LeBron's game. Playing ones, they're not going to let you get 1,000 dribbles. I mean, that defeats the whole purpose. If I got to sit here and guard you for 40 seconds in a one-on-one game, what are we doing? Like, what are we trying to accomplish, right? What are you working on, right? So, and then again, it's one-on-one. So, there's no way to unlock LeBron's superpower, right? He has 3 superpowers. One is getting downhill with a head full of steam, right? So that's why he's so dangerous on the fast break, because once he get going and he's running, he can get to the rim and you're not gonna be able to stop him. Same thing with Giannis. Same thing with Ben Simmons to an extent. So on the fast break, LeBron's dangerous still at 39, right? That goes away in the half court set and one-on-one. When are you gonna get the opportunity to run full speed, get a head full of steam, and come at a guy with 100 miles per hour that's 8 feet away from you, and he's got to make a decision. That doesn't come, right? So that's one of his superpowers. Second superpower, once he does get by his guy with a head full of steam, he's trying to get to the rim. If that rotation come as a double team, his second superpower is how well he can pass and how on target he can pass. So he can kill you that way. 3-point shooter, spread the floor, boom, you double from the corner or wherever you double from, wherever you rotate from, I can find that open man. And I can pass with both hands, all that stuff, right? You don't get to use that superpower one-on-one. There's nobody to pass to. And the other way, if he's not on the fast break, to get that head full of steam coming at a defender that's back off of you, right? He utilizes the high screen to get that advantage, right? Which also gives him an option of, I'm coming at you with a head full of steam at the rim, or are you going to switch and let me get by a 7-footer that's on me, or go all the way to the hole and throw the alley-oop because you switched and now I got the little guy on my big and I'm just lobbing it up there, right? All of his superpowers go away. All of his superpowers go away. And now it's just about bag, ISO ball, 2 dribbles or less. You're probably not going to get to the rim, dribble, pull up. And that's not his game. So when Carmelo Anthony as soon as he asked that question and you roll the ball out there, Tatum, and they say, hey, you and Bron go at it. The first thing Carmelo Anthony said, with who is a friend of LeBron, is LeBron ain't playing. He said LeBron not playing. And Jason Tatum just laughed and said, for sure LeBron's not playing, for sure. And they start naming the killers that will play. He said KD will play for sure. Anthony Edwards will play for sure. Devin Booker will play for sure. Steph might even get out there. But the guys who just, like, you know, of course Paul George would get out there as well, but he's not on the team. But the guys like Giannis and LeBron who need the other four guys to spread the floor and set him a screen to create his offense, they're not going to want to get out there on that one-on-one. They're not doing no ones. And those guys know it, and I'm glad they said it. My question to y'all is, why do y'all think that Carmelo Anthony and Tatum said LeBron won't play? Why do you think LeBron won't participate in the one session? Do you think it's because of what I said, or do you think it's something different? Y'all leave that in the comment section.